Ooh, the detail though. My god, it looks amazing. And are we on a boat? Oh, this is so cool. Okay, I just downloaded this game from the PlayStation Store, so here we go.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Ooh, this looks awesome. Wow. The detail though. And sorry if I make any of you motion sick. It's not, I'm not meaning to do that, but...
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute. Little mailbox. Whoops.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I can see there's newspapers there. But that's cute how the postbox is like a little replica of the house.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh god. The sound effects. Oh, the visuals of the waterfall. And the sound of a frog croaking.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
This is amazing. I tell you this now. Jesus. I actually saw like Jack upload a video or two of this, but I didn't bother to watch it because I know that I might want to try it out myself.
I wouldn't have driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
But, so I did, and here I am, playing the game on my PlayStation. And it's only free for this month, so... Ooh. Fucking hell. Hi, dear. Or shall I say Bambi?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Ooh, mysterious.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Ooh. Milton Finch. Oh. So someone has been missing for a while. Let's go straight up to the doorway. Okay.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oh. Oh, that's a lot of missing posters.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okie dokie.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Crap.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Let's find another way in. Maybe the garage? Let's go down here. Is there anything I can interact with? No. Oh, pathway. Oh, of course. A cat flap. In through the cat flap we go.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh, doggy door. Never mind.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, so I have to find a way to power the electricity in the house. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful how the sun rays actually go onto the car like that. Wow.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oof. Jeez. That's a lot of books.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh, hello.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Honestly, I would be the same if I keep eating salmon every day as my tea. Or for my American viewers and friends, their dinner. Or supper. Whatever, whichever
the table
it
was
is.
still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ooh, I wonder what happened. I tried to avoid as much of the videos at the time when it got first released, but since I'm here actually trying it myself, this will be actually a good experience for me.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ooh. Hey, pussycat. My cat Loki decides to sit in my lap while I'm doing this. Okay. Oh, is that made out of an actual tree stump? That is really cool.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh God. Hello.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh. Let's see if the key opens.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, that suddenly stopped abruptly. That's concerning. But not too bad though. The spirit among us. 100 years of solitude. The Norse myths. Swedish folk tales. Wow. They must really like fantasy. Then again, I like fantasy myself, so...
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, of course. Doors glued in and sniz.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Ooh. Okay. Won't be able to go in yet. Maybe. What the fuck was that? It was probably just a house or something.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Who would do that? Lock all the bedrooms, plus the... Then you get this Edie, whoever she is, to drill peepholes?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin, oh boy. Reference to that Norse myths book downstairs. Barbara?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
That is cool. Oh. 1944 to 1960. Ooh. Jeez. That's pretty interesting. So she died at the age... Oh.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
That sucks. Just to know about Barbara because she was a childhood star. Then fair enough. It's understandable at some points. Oh. Sven and Edie. Sven Hofstad Finch, who was born in 1915 and died in 1964. Then you get Edie, who died in 1917 to 2000, was born in 1917 and died in 2010. Oof. So she would have been possibly in her 90s. And Sven, who knows? Let's have a look inside. Peep through.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
It's a nice room though, from what I can see. It's really nice. Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oof. Jesus. Wow. Half of it was space related, and the rest was probably being renovated. 1950 to 1961. Ooh. So he died, like, what was it? About 11 years after he was born. Fucking hell. Died at the age of 11. All my calculating could be wrong. Feel free to correct me on that. Have I been down this way? No, I don't think I have. Well,
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Whoa, this is awesome. To make it look like we're under the ocean. That is incredible.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, that's cool.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wait, am I in someone else's room? That's cool. Let's see what else there is I can interact with. Hello. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh god. Don't tell me it's gonna go dark.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That poor gerbil. Then again, it looks like it had a good nom out of the bloody... Hi, goldfish. Oh no.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, it's called Christopher? That's cute. Come on, Molly, get off. Oh, you dissected a starfish. Lovely. That view, though. Alright, let's try somewhere else. Huh? Oh, what's this?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, so it was a pumpkin.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Let's try this door.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh god. Oh. Why? Why would you eat toothbrushes? I mean, not toothbrush, toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh no, no. For all we know, that could be a part of decoration.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Ooh, can I make that jump? Ooh. Ooh, nearly got you. But that doesn't make any sense. How did the character suddenly turn into a cat? Loki. Ooh. I didn't know that was the actual way.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Okay, so where do I go now? Back this way? Oh, okay. I got there. Whee! Whee! Up the branch. Whee! So far, the graphics in this game, it's incredible. The story? Bloody hell. It just makes me want to know more. Jingle jingle.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Where did the birdie go? Where did the birdie go? I hear you, birdie. Birdie, birdie.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oh god. Oh! For a minute then I thought I was gonna fall. Get on the bloody chair, Molly. Oh, never mind. Maybe I can... Oh boy. Fudged it up.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Ooh, dark.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Got ya!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Ew.
Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the heck? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, hi, oh, oh, ow. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What the fuck is wrong with this kid? But then again, for all I know, this could have been a dream. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya. Ooh. I'm gonna get ya. Whoop. Okay. Oh boy. Ah! Okay.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh boy. Ew. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh, big lord. What the hell am I? Am I an octopus or something? Ew, that's nasty.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, sweet Lord. Let's try go up the stairs. See if there's any people there.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Whoops. Oops. How long can this tentacle go? Whoops. Get out of the way.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
This kid has some imagination,
I
I'll tell you
slithered
that.
onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ooh, that's nasty. Ooh. Oh God, I'm coming out of the toilet. Ew. Oh God.
I got closer and closer.
Oh no. Oh no. Brought me back to the room.
All of my stomach started growling.
Oh no.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
My God. So she was born in 1937 and died in 1947. So she died like 10 years later.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, so
We got
this is-
along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Oh, we're in Edie's room. Okay. Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh. That is a really nice painting, though. It's really good, though.
The
Alright.
room was like a museum.
1880 to 1937.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Oops. It looks like something could have been in there. Let's see. Whoops. Did not mean to back out of that. I want to know more. I want to see more. Oh. Whoopsies. Found the pause button. That also gets me out. Ugh. Okay. Forgive me. This might take me a while to familiarize myself with the buttons. Because I know this would be annoying for someone.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann.
Oof.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
I bet the curse been carried by the house, I bet.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh god.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oh god.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So Edie... Yeah. So Edie's the grandmother then. And that's it?
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
So... These are the 3 family members that are already on. Odin, Molly, and obviously Edith, who we're playing as. Let's have a look at the dates. Oh god. Edith was born in 1999. Wow. Okay. Is there anything else I can interact with before I leave? Oh god. An oxygen tank. I have to help.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Charming woman. Charming. Oof.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Wow. What the... Okay. This is carpet. And it's the same material on the toilet seat cover. Oh god. Ugh, it's all pink.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Ew.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, like no joke. Oh, capsules. Pill capsules. For those that don't know what these actually do, you, you have like medication that you could take each day, and the colours signify like the time. Say like blue represents the daytime, so morning, and the purple represents the nighttime. Oh, this door is also sort of like glued shut. Oh, but is that a peephole? Ugh, it's one I can't interact with. Oh well.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
My god, she's mad. But very brave. I'll give her that. Crazy, but brave. Can't get out of the door. Do I have to go out the same way I came in? Let's have a look. Apparently not. Okay. I'm technically stuck in Edie's room. Oh wait. How did I miss this? Oh yeah. Secret hideout. Secret passages, I mean.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay, that's cool. Creative. Has someone been making a book? Oh god. Calvin Finch, April 25th, 1950. Fucking hell, I can hardly read that. Even I got the thing zoomed in close. 56? No. 51 or 58. I might need to go back to the door to see that, to see if I can see that. Died September 23rd, 1961. Whoa. What the heck was that? Milton. Shove you out of the way. Oh god. Oh god. Now I know where we are. Hang on, ladies and gents. I'll be right back. I'm back, ladies and gents. So, let's continue. Oh. This must have been Sam's. Sam is more of a military man as much as I can see. Then you get Calvin, who loves space.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh, so 1950 to 1961. So he will be about 11 years old.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Slow down. Okay, just... Okay. Whoops. Keep pressing the wrong button. Again. Slow down. That's it. Have to wait until this slows down. To a stop. Okay, Sam, can you get off now? Ugh. No, 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 no. Is this where I'm like, oh, I need to find out how to get off this as well? How the living hell am I supposed to get off this swing? Unless I'm supposed to keep on going. Let's see.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, so there was more dialogue.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. but I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Whoa!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
My God.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Is there anything on Sam's side? Oh. Oh, he has a... Okay.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, I'm supposed to... Oh. Again, sorry everyone. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome, honestly.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wait, is there anything back here? Okay, that's cool. I'm just gonna check here for a minute. Aha! Barbara again. Whoops. Back.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Fucking Michael Myers music in this bitch. I hope I don't get
She
copyrighted.
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The comic format. Fucking me, that is good. Get out of my way, bitches.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh god. This must be when Dad got tripped over and had his hand sort of like fallen off, maybe? I'm just looking around blindly here.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh no.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Again with the music. Christ. Walter?
Walter, are you there?
Oh
Walter
no.
vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he knew he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
There's gotta be another way. Maybe through the window? Nope. Oh, the passage.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. Vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. Was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Bravo, Barbara! You were wonderful! The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. But anyway, let's get on and see what else happened to the rest of the family.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh God. When the game suddenly decides to save so suddenly. Yes. Down the basement we go. I don't want to miss anything, so I'm just gonna look around a little bit. Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Dead end. Now this way.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Well, like death seems to be a cunning, occurring theme. Classy.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Was that peach?
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Okay, let's see. Is there anything I can see? Oh, never mind. It was right under me. Literally.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
So
whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
So all that time, Walter has been surviving in the basement.
I don't mind if I only have a year left.
Has been surviving in the basement for 30 years. How the fuck did he survive? Then again, it is kind of a miracle. Anyone would have been insane. Anyone would have been insane to been driven insane for staying that long.
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That was creepy.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Oh my god. So when Walter was done, he technically threw rubbish down here? Fucking hell. Okay.
trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh, God.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
I agree, Edith. I agree.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Indeed I do.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Is there anything here I can interact with? For all we know. There could be something here. I guess not. Wait. That was the way I came, wasn't it? Yeah, that's probably the way I came. I could tell that this pier reached longer because there's the far end right over there. And what happened to the rest of it? Who knows? Maybe Edith's family can reveal more?
You look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame Edith if she thought that her family is a bit mad, but it's family though, right? Things you have to cope with sometimes.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh my God. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe, Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Bob, Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, Snatzy? I don't know how to say that. Oh, that's the goldfish. Christopher. Bailey.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch. Calvin Finch. Sven Finch. Edie Finch. Walter Finch. Barbara Finch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh God.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh God, I didn't realize.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory Finch, Sam Finch, Gus Finch. Oh God, the others. Milton Finch. Sanjay.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Louis Finch. Oh shit.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Looks like I have to go up.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wait, what?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I agree.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
This is incredible.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, That's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Christ.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory, Dawn, Gus. Oh no. Oh.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. Reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Charming.
Whatever it was he saw, it sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
sounds like you could hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
I know this is bad, but this is why you should never leave babies unattended. Even when it's even just for a mere phone call.
Be happy to. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh God. He died at 1 year old. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may just cry.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
My God.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, that's cool. But let me check if there's anything else first before I go up. Strength, respect, teamwork. Let's go up. Let's do some rock climbing.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
That's Dawn, and that's Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Jesus.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
My God.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
(1992).
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I need to get in. The mirror, the window. Maybe that's a possibility? Yes! Whoa. Whoa. It went from castle to observatory? Holy shit, that's good. Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
The usual. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. Whoa. Wow. And that's it.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay. How many relatives did I have left to find out? Dawn, Sanjay, Sven... Oh wait, no. Edie, Dawn, and Lewis. Funny enough, my brother's called Lewis. My one and only older brother.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Absolutely love my siblings to bits. No matter if they're a pain in the ass or not, still love them.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Because obviously they're my siblings and of course they're family. I would still love them and respect them, no matter how much they annoy me.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh god. Poor guy, I bet he didn't want the job in the first place. Whoa. Is this part of a boat, or...? Yeah, it's part of a boat.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Is that what I think it is? Oh boy, it is. It looks like the thing where they could smoke out of, but I can't remember the exact name. So feel free to correct me in the comments.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. but he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Became a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
My God. One moment, I need to reply. Alright guys, I know that we might be closer to the story and all, but I'll end the broadcast here today and maybe continue with this next time. Alright guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. If you want to see something more like this, then feel free to subscribe. And if you want to be notified of my latest uploads, press the bell icon if I have one. Alright guys, Howl to the moon and back. Bye.